Before sunrise on Thursday, the ground moved in the Texas Panhandle. A magnitude 5.1 earthquake struck just after 5 in the morning. The epicenter sat in rural Roberts County near the small town of Miami. This is quiet ranch and farm country close to the Oklahoma line. The United States Geological Survey placed it very near the surface. Its depth was only about 3.5 miles down. Shallow earthquakes shake harder and travel farther than deeper ones. That is exactly why so many people felt this one. Reports came in from Amarillo, Lubbock, and across western Oklahoma. People as far away as Oklahoma City and Tulsa felt it. Some reports even arrived from parts of southern Kansas. Hundreds submitted felt reports to the survey within hours. Yet there were no injuries and no significant damage. Reported, Roberts County is one of the least populated in the entire state. Fewer than 1,000 people live across that whole county. So a strong jolt here caused far less harm than elsewhere. But the size of this quake is what caught scientists' attention for this region. A magnitude 5 is genuinely unusual. According to the survey's catalog, it is the strongest ever recorded here. It is only the 4th magnitude, 4 or greater since 1900. The others came in 1925, 1948, and 1974. Now here is an honest wrinkle worth explaining. Carefully, you may see different claims about whether this is truly a record. An older historical compilation estimated some past quakes were slightly stronger. Those estimates came from damage reports, not from instruments. Back then, no seismograph sat anywhere near this remote stretch. Scientists reconstructed those events from written accounts afterward, so comparing them directly to modern measurements is genuinely difficult. The fairest statement is this is the strongest ever measured here. That distinction explains most of the confusion in the headlines. So what actually caused the ground to break on Thursday? This is where scientists are still openly investigating. 2 main possibilities are currently on the table. The first is natural, and it involves a very old feature beneath the Panhandle lies the Amarillo-Wichita uplift. It is an ancient buried structure with faults running through it. Research has found earthquakes here, clustering along that same band. Stress can slowly build across a continent over long stretches of time. Eventually it finds a weak spot and releases there. Under that explanation, no human activity is needed at all. The second possibility involves modern oil and gas operations. Wastewater from drilling is often injected deep underground. That practice has clearly triggered earthquakes in Oklahoma and West Texas. A study of panhandle quakes between 1983 and 2018 found something notable. Most of the smaller tremors it examined showed signs of that link, but scientists are being careful about applying that. Here, a magnitude 5 is large for an injection-triggered event, and that research focused on much smaller earthquakes over decades earlier. Work also concluded some panhandle quakes are simply natural, so the honest answer right now is that nobody is certain. Researchers determine this by comparing depth, location, and timing. They check whether the quake matches nearby injection wells that work, takes real-time and careful data collection. In science, saying we do not know yet is not a weakness. It is often the most accurate statement available. The survey has also issued an aftershock forecast for the area. There's a solid chance of magnitude 3 aftershocks nearby and roughly a 1 in 5 chance of magnitude 4 or greater. Smaller aftershocks are completely normal after an event like this. One more detail worth clearing up quickly here. A separate smaller quake hit central Texas. Later that same day, it struck hundreds of miles away in a different region. Entirely, the two are not connected, despite some confusion online. Texas is simply a large state with several separate seismic zones. So what should you actually take from all of this? This was a rare but not impossible event for the region. The Panhandle has a documented history of occasional moderate quakes. It is not a place facing sudden imminent catastrophe. What it is facing is a genuine scientific question. For confirmed information, always rely on the United States Geological Survey. Sometimes, the most interesting story is the one still being solved.